Imagine a world where the neighborhood carpool lane doubles as a high-speed launch pad, where a family vehicle doesn't just carry groceries, it hunts Ferraris. Picture a machine that possesses the raw, violent acceleration of a fighter jet, the intellectual depth of a supercomputer, and enough interior space for a weekend's worth of camping gear. This isn't a fever dream from a Silicon Valley futurist, it is the 2026 Tesla Model Y. As the Project Juniper refresh hits the streets, it has officially shattered the glass ceiling of the automotive world. It has transformed the best-selling vehicle on the planet into a quiet predator that is quietly rendering the traditional supercar obsolete. Today, the roar of a V12 engine sounds less like power and more like a relic of the past, as this intelligent, autonomous SUV proves that the most dangerous thing on the road isn't a low-slung Italian exotic, it's the car sitting in your neighbor's driveway. The year 2026 marks a pivotal moment in automotive history. For decades, the divide between family utility and high-octane performance was a canyon wide enough to swallow most budgets. You either bought a practical SUV for the school run or a temperamental supercar for the weekend. But as we stand here today, the refreshed Model Y has effectively bridged that gap. It is no longer just a good electric car, it is a sophisticated, AI-driven machine that is dismantling the prestige of the traditional supercar while offering the versatility required for modern life. Tesla's journey to this point has been anything but conventional. From the luxury-defining Model S to the rugged Cybertruck, Elon Musk's company has consistently rewritten the rulebook. However, the 2026 Model Y is arguably their most refined effort yet. It takes the lessons learned from the experimental designs of the past and distills them into a package that is accessible, incredibly fast, and so technologically advanced that it makes its six-figure rivals look like relics from a bygone era. When we talk about the 2026 Model Y, we have to start with the numbers because they are staggering. The top-tier performance trim now boasts a 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint time of just 3.3 seconds, with some regional variants reportedly pushing closer to 2.9 seconds with a specific torque bias setup. To put that into perspective, that is faster than a legendary Ferrari Enzo and rivals the current crop of European super sedans. But speed is only half the story. The 2026 refresh introduced a retuned adaptive suspension system and a stiffer body shell, solving the stiff ride complaints of earlier years. By utilizing the latest 4680 structural battery cells, Tesla has lowered the center of gravity even further. This means that when you dive into a sharp corner, the Model Y doesn't lean like a traditional SUV, it pivots with a surgical precision that feels more like a sports coupe. The dual-motor all-wheel drive system manages torque at a millisecond level, ensuring that even in wet or icy conditions, the power is delivered with absolute composure. The true magic of the 2026 Model Y lies not in its motors, but in its mind. Every unit rolling off the line at Giga Texas and Giga Berlin is equipped with full self-driving, supervised V12. This isn't just a minor software update, it represents a fundamental shift in how AI interacts with the world. Unlike previous versions that relied on millions of lines of human-written code to navigate if-then scenarios, V12 uses an end-to-end neural network. This system has watched millions of hours of human driving video, learning the subtle nuances of the road, how to edge forward at a blind intersection, how to yield gracefully to a cyclist, and how to predict the erratic behavior of other drivers. It is the difference between a robot following a script and an intelligent entity making real-time decisions. In 2026, the car doesn't just drive you, it learns your habits, anticipates your routes, and provides a level of safety that human reflexes simply cannot match. Step inside the 2026 Model Y and you are greeted by a cabin that feels like a high-end lounge. Tesla has doubled down on its minimalist philosophy while significantly elevating the material quality. The new interior features perforated, ventilated seats that provide heating and cooling, a godsend for those long summer road trips under the expansive panoramic glass roof. A new 8-inch rear touchscreen now allows passengers in the back to control their own climate, stream movies, or play games, effectively ending the "Are we there yet?" era of parenting. Furthermore, Tesla's obsession with acoustics has resulted in a cabin that is significantly quieter than previous models. 360-degree acoustic glass and improved seals mean that even at highway speeds, the cabin remains a silent sanctuary, allowing the custom-engineered 17-speaker audio system to deliver studio-quality sound. Range anxiety is becoming a term of the past. The 2026 Model Y leverages Tesla's breakthrough in dry electrode manufacturing, perfecting the mass production of 4680 cells to increase energy density while reducing costs. The premium RWD variant now offers an EPA-estimated 357 miles of range, while the AWD versions hover around the 327-mile mark. More importantly, charging speeds have seen a massive jump. Thanks to the tabless design of the new cells, the battery can handle higher currents without overheating. When plugged into a V4 or V5 supercharger, the 2026 Model Y can add up to 182 miles of range in just 15 minutes. For the average driver, this means a bathroom break and a cup of coffee are all the time needed to prep the car for another 3 hours of driving, a level of convenience that finally rivals traditional gas stations. Tesla isn't just building cars, they are building an interconnected ecosystem. As we look toward 2027, the Model Y is positioned as a key player in the upcoming Tesla robotaxi network. With the production of the dedicated Cybercab underway, the software developed for those fully autonomous vehicles is being funneled directly back into the Model Y. Elon Musk's vision is that your car shouldn't just be an expense, it should be an asset. By 2027, Tesla aims to allow owners to opt their vehicles into an autonomous ride-sharing fleet. Imagine your Model Y dropping you at work and then spending the afternoon earning money for you by chauffeuring passengers around the city, only to return and pick you up at the end of the day. While the legal hurdles are still being cleared in many parts of the world, the technical foundation is already here, hidden inside the sleek lines of the 2026 Model Y. The impact of this vehicle on the global market is nothing short of seismic. Traditional luxury brands are no longer just competing on leather quality, they're being forced to compete on silicon and software. The global electric SUV market is projected to reach nearly $286 billion in 2026, and the Model Y remains the undisputed heavyweight champion of the segment. Investors and analysts are no longer looking at Tesla as just a car company, but as an AI and robotics powerhouse. The 2026 Model Y is the iPhone moment for the automotive industry, a device that does so many things so much better than the specialized tools it replaced, that it changes our expectations forever. It is proven that an SUV can be more aerodynamic than a sedan, faster than a supercar, and smarter than its driver. As we wrap up our look at the 2026 Tesla Model Y, one thing is clear. The road ahead looks very different than it did just a few years ago. We are moving away from machines that require our constant attention and toward intelligent companions that enhance our lives. The Model Y is the standard bearer for this new era. It silences the skeptics with its performance, charms the pragmatists with its utility, and excites the dreamers with its autonomous potential. The supercars of the world will always have their place on posters and tracks, but for the real-world roads of 2026, the benchmark has shifted. The future isn't just electric, it's intelligent, it's connected, and it's parked in more driveways every single day.